and gentlemen, Kiambu Governor Kimani Wamatangi was speaking to residents in Kiambu on Thursday, May 7, 2026. And I want you to listen to what he said, and then let us analyze this together.
Na mimi sitaenda kuinda chama wapi ama wapi, nitaka hapa Kiambu. Kama ni chama inakuja, nyinyi muniambie ni gani mnataka ama namna gani. Yes. Muniambie ni hii, alafu sasa wakikuja ile nyinyi mmesema hiyo ndio tutatembea naye ama namna gani. Kwani mimi najichagua, si nyinyi ndio mnanichaguanga? Nitaenda kivyangu kwenda kusema nataka hivi ama nyinyi ndio mnaniambia vile mnataka? Si ndio mnaniambia? Ndio nimesema mimi kwanza, na ile kitu nitawaonesha peke yake ni alama na ishara na ukweli wa kazi ambayo tumefanya. Kazi ndio hiyo, roho ndio hiyo, hivyo ndio tumwambia. Pass ile ticket ya kupita ni kazi peke yake. Hii ingine muhuhu na mdomo na perepere na nini na mushene, hakuna mtu mwenye hawezi piga hiyo mushene. Ama namna gani? Mushene kila mtu anaweza piga, na hiyo perepere kila mtu anaweza piga. Kwani kuna qualification ya kupiga kelele? Hakuna. Si ni mdomo peke yake. Nani amezaliwa bila mdomo? Si ni adabu tu inakwambia si wakati ya kuongea, lakini ni wakati ya kunyamaza. Ama namna gani? Nani hawezi kutukanana? Si unaweza tukanana. Si ni Ukristo tu na ukweli na heshima ya mwingine inakwambia usitukanane saa kwa mtu.
So let us start with what was said and what was deliberately left unsaid. Wamatangi told the crowd he will not go looking for a political party. He says he will stay in Kiambu, and when the time comes, the people will tell him which direction to go. He is positioning himself as a man waiting, not choosing. That is a calculated posture, not humility. He told his crowd that the only real political ticket is a track record of work. Everything else, the propaganda, the noise, the political gossip, he dismissed as loose talks that anyone can do. That framing is deliberate. He is drawing a contrast without naming names between himself and the current leaders making noise in Mt Kenya region. So now let's look at what is already happening on the ground, because that context is everything. The Mt Kenya political space is in open contentions right now. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, if you remember, in October 2024. Since then, he has been on an aggressive political comeback trail, rallies, building coalitions, and rallying leaders from Mt Kenya and consolidating support across the region. His advanced team currently is already in London preparing for a UK diaspora tour. That is the landscape Wamatangi is operating in. Every governor, senator, and MP in the Mt Kenya region is being forced, either quietly or loudly, to choose a side. Either you pick Ruto's camp or Gachagua's emerging alternative. So Wamatangi is refusing to choose that side publicly, and at least for now, and at the same time, his administration is under pressure domestically. The former Trade and Investment Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria went on public, if you remember, on May 6, 2026, a day before Wamatangi's remarks, accusing the governor of sitting on real estate development approval for 3 consecutive years. Kuria warned that Kiambu's economic backbone is being choked while other counties move faster, and that investors are already shifting their capital elsewhere. That is not a minor accusation. The real estate is a primary economic driver in Kiambu and in every county. So losing investment mean lost revenue, lost jobs, lost political goodwill, all of Wamatangi's watch. So when the governor stands before his constituents and says the only ticket that matters is work, he is not just making a political statement. He is defending his record at the exact moment that record is being publicly questioned. So now let us go deep. What does this reveals about the broader political strategy in Mt Kenya? Wamatangi is doing 3 things simultaneously with one speech. First, he is buying time by deferring the party question to his constituents. He avoids committing himself to either Ruto or Gachagua before the political temperature in Mt Kenya fully settled. However, who emerge stronger by late 2026 or earlier 2027 is who Wamatangi will be better positioned to align with or negotiate with from a place of leverage, not a place of desperation. Secondly, he is building local insulation by framing the party decision as the people's choice and not his own choice. He is placing the political responsibility with the electorate. If he eventually moves toward UDA or Gachagua allied vehicle, he can say the people of Kiambu directed him. That is a political cover, and it is sophisticated way of escaping a trap. Third, he is reframing the narrative away from Moses Kuria attack by showing up in Kiambu and talking about delivery and development, not approval, not delay, not real estate. He is changing the subject without appearing to run from it. So here is the bottom line. Wamatangi is not undecided. He is strategic in a Mt Kenya political arena where premature alignment can be vital. Staying publicly neutral while consolidating local support is not weakness. It is the clearest signal yet that he is preparing for 2027 on his own terms. And the question is whether his development record can hold long enough to make that gamble pay off in 2027.